Did you consider lying and saying you went to Villanova on your first day?
I don't need to say that.
No.
Villanova, big rival in the Big East. These are going to be clipped. I already know.
Are you familiar with the show?
All I'm going to say, you can look up the record when I was at Marquette versus Villanova.
Hey, it's Vito Calisi, Jonathan Barron. Thanks for meeting us at the Apple. And today we're meeting up with one of the newest members of the New York Knicks, Tyler Kolek. And dude, just welcome to New York. How's it feel to be a part of the Knicks?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It feels amazing. Just walking around the city, feeling the vibe, feeling the energy. I played in MSG before, so I definitely know the atmosphere. Although it's definitely gonna be different, when I'm running out there in a New York Knicks jersey.
I was gonna ask you about that. You had some big moments in the Big East tournament. It's called the world's most famous arena for a reason. What were your experiences at the Garden in college like, and how much are you excited to hear the "Go New York, go New York, go" for the first time?
I've never heard that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Wait, you don't know about the song?
No. What is it?
It's Go New York, Go New
Well,
York,
no,
go.
it gets into it. It goes, dun, dun, we are the New York Knicks. Dun, dun, we are the New York Knicks. Say, go New York, go New York, go. Go New York. Anyway, we'll stop that.
They also have
I didn't know
a lesser known song from years ago.
Wait, do they really?
They have it's a version of Take Me Home Country Roads.
Oh, yes.
Take Me Home,
That was the
New
Mellow
York
Days.
Knicks.
Yeah, that song went hard. I
East
love
New
that.
York now.
Yes. Yeah.
So actually, my first year we were playing West Virginia. There's a clip, you can look it up online. I was singing "Take Me Home, Country Roads" because the crowd started singing, and I turned around, and started singing along with them. It was like 10 seconds left or whatever. We were on the free throw line, and so it was just a funny moment.
That's funny. I mean, I know you did you catch some heat for that from the Marquette fans, kind of like getting into the West Virginia thing?
They loved it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had a couple moments where Big East Media Day, you could look that up. The West Virginia thing, couple other things. They said I couldn't read, all that stuff.
Oh my, college arenas, especially on the road.
Yeah.
Like, what was the toughest road gym you played in, and like the most vile fan base?
Yeah, Providence always has great fans.
And that's where you're from too.
Yeah,
how can they treat you like that?
Hostile environment. It's split, I'd say 40-60, 40 my side, 60 Providence side. It gets hostile in there.
So Providence, that's probably number one.
Providence, UConn's got a good crowd, but really everywhere in the Big East, probably besides DePaul, really gets a great crowd.
DePaul taking strays on the podcast.
when we would play at DePaul, so they'd call it Marquette South or
right, because it's so close.
Pfizer South, whatever it is, because we weren't allowed to play there on a weekend, so we played them last year on a weekend, sold it out. All our fans, they're all in our colors. They're chanting, "We are Marquette." So DePaul puts in a request to play us every year during the week, so that not as many of our fans can get down there for the game.
It's kind of a bad look for DePaul, not gonna lie.
Isn't that weird too? Because college sports, every team is just absolute, like a built-in fan base. I mean, you have college students, you have sold-out crowds, and then you get to the professional level, and then sometimes you're in the middle of a country of a team that doesn't have a fan base playing for a half-filled arena.
It's crazy, and now more than ever, I feel like people are fans of players rather than fans of teams. They follow different guys to different teams. Even me, I'd say growing up, I was probably a Celtics fan, but even these past maybe 5-6 years, I would just go around following different guys, watching different guys that I liked, and I'd be more invested in those teams than the team I'm actually a fan of.
So that's a great time to talk about, you're going into your first year in the NBA. Who are those guys that you grew up watching that you can't believe, oh, wow, I'm going to be going up against this dude this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously LeBron.
Yeah,
it's one of the greatest players ever.
And now you have to deal with his son.
I mean, same class as his son, which is pretty cool. But at the end of the day, it's competition. You got to go at these guys, go out there and compete. You can marvel at them during warm-ups and everything like that, but after that, it's you got to compete.
How about some of the guys you're going to play with? Have you gotten to know any of your Knicks teammates yet?
Yeah, a lot of the guys around the facility. Obviously, Jalen, Michael Bridges, Dante DiVincenzo has been around. So a good amount of the guys have been in the facility, working hard, working out, and there's really no off season in the NBA.
Did you consider lying and saying you went to Villanova on your first day?
I don't need to say that.
No.
Villanova, big rival in the Big East. So.
Yeah, I was going to say. You're probably not a big Villanova guy, honestly.
No, I mean, I'm fine because...
He's trying to get in trouble.
No. See, these are going to be clipped. I already know. Are
you familiar with the show?
All I'm going to say, you can look up the record when I was at Marquette versus Villanova.
Spicy.
So I wouldn't say it's much,
Have you? So you're proud to be on the Marquette side.
I'm proud, but proud for my era. Obviously those guys,
they were winning natties.
Special
no
runs,
big deal.
Yeah, no special runs when they were there, and they have a fair point. Is when Jay Wright was there versus when he wasn't. So
right.
It's a fair point. They have a good argument, and you can't knock it. National Player of the Year, Final Fours, national championships. It doesn't get much better than that.
So Jalen Brunson obviously just named captain. Does he reach out to you? Do you guys talk because he's in this new role, this new leadership spot? Is there a connection that a player like that makes with you before the season starts?
Yeah, he's in the facility, just the tone that he sets each and every day, being in there, just being a grinder. That's what he's made his career on. He was a second-round pick just like myself. And you get nothing handed to you at that point. You got to work for everything that you're given, and that's what he's done up to this point, and it's been amazing to watch. And, just watching from afar and now being able to watch from up close, just picking up all his habits and things that he likes to do, different things in his workouts is really going to be good for me.
And you're about to play for an amazing coach in Coach Thibodeau. And in college, you played for an awesome coach as well, in Shaka Smart. So do you feel like playing for Shaka prepared you for playing for Tibbs? And how would you compare the two guys?
Yeah, I haven't, I obviously talked to Tibbs, been around him a little bit, but I haven't really had the full coaching experience.
Sure.
These guys are complete different when they're, they see you in the office or they come into your workout in the gym and they're running a practice or in the middle of coaching a game. They flip personalities.
It's different than when it's like an 11-0 run against you guys in the huddle on the floor. That's probably different Tibbs.
Not even just in the game. His demeanor is completely different than when we're in the practice facility, obviously. And even in when practice is starting, the demeanor is different than when it's not starting. You kind of have to flip those switch. And I haven't really gotten to experience that yet. Just been around him kind of at the facility with no practices. But Coach Smart was the same way. Any one of the guys that does it at the highest level, like those guys, they have this switch, and they're the best at what they do.
You go out to Vegas for the summer league. So I interned 2 years at the summer league. Now I was not balling out myself.
Are basically the same.
Yeah, exactly, same exact thing. What was your experience like there? It's a special place, dude. There's scouts, there's fans. You get a chance to really shine. What was that like?
Did you ride the New York coaster?
I didn't. I saw it. I was like, is this really going right now? Can people really ride this thing?
They moved the Statue of Liberty to Vegas? I thought that was Ellis Island.
No, it's Vegas. That was my first time out there. So
that's dangerous, man.
Sensory overload.
You had business to take care of, and then I'm sure you were all business.
It was dinner or whatever. My parents were out there, but at the end of the day, it's a business trip. I'm out there to do what I have to do. I'm a professional now. It's my job. I gotta handle what I have to handle. But just sensory overload. You walk during the day, at night, whenever it is. There's just people all around. You're staying at the casinos. There's people blowing money. It's
24/7.
It's a fun city, but I didn't really get to experience much of it.
What about on the court? Will Sheehy? Former Indiana University, he was kind of a 3.
No.
So when I was there, the Knicks had him,
yeah.
And I was so hyped to see Will Sheehy, who I watched in college, was there, and he balled out too. And it's a place where guys can make a name for themselves, and that's what's so cool about summer league. So what was actually playing ball like for you in that setting?
No, it really goes to show the fan base. New Yorkers are really invested. Not only just the regular season, the playoffs. Summer league they're investing in. They want to see who's doing good. They want to catch up on the names. It was fun, At the end of the day, it was my first introduction into the NBA game, the NBA, kind of lifestyle, how practice goes, how workouts go, everything like that. So I really enjoyed it.
Well, you're bringing up the fans in New York. You're here at a Mets game. What made you want to come here to Citi Field?
Yeah, just hearing all the stories, the history here, it's really special. And my first New York baseball game, I didn't go to a Yankee
Smart
game.
man,
that's what we're getting at.
First. I came to the Mets first.
You're locked in now, right?
Yeah, I'm locked in 100%.
This is like
I got
the orange and blue,
baby.
This is like high school. The day when
I got
you
the
choose
hats lined up. I choose my team. Yeah,
you're committing all over again.
I'm locked in.
Love that. This guy, love it.
All right, dude. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing some Knicks games this year. You can follow me on Twitter at Vito F. Khaleesi, John at JMB9191. Do you want people to follow you?
Tyler _Kolek on Instagram, Kolek Tyler on Twitter.
Wow.
And you can follow us podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, Mets, YouTube. Thanks so much. Let's go Mets. Go New York. Go New York. Go New York.
Go New York. Go New York. Go.